possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He finds Pierce. It's complete. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, 31 yards. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. right back to him on first down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. This is Greer. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert on first down now. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. The Chargers at 10-5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Going to give to Greer here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Maybe the best outcome possible, an incomplete pass, because they had that wide receiver screen sniffed out very, very well. No chance of really getting that one completed, didn't you think?
Yeah, but he's still a little frustrated, shaking his head, but I'm with you. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Herbert now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Pickett. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He finds his target, Allen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Pickett. Touchdown Colts. Keenan Allen with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process... Catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Quick slant, caught by Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Pickett sets up play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Pickett to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Alec Pierce. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Colts 56, Chargers 38.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A carry for Greer, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To try again after the sack. Pickett. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. He did it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Seibert on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Colts 63, Chargers 38.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
Finding space at the 40.
Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. First and 10, here's Pickett. And fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Another try after the first down sack.
Pickett, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Donald Parham.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Pickett now on first down.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
34 yards to gain that time. Another first down.
First down, Colts.
On first and 10, it's Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Third and long for Pickett. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Colts 70, Chargers 45.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the sack on first down, Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Quiddy Pay
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lynch. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Second down and goal. Pickett. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Indianapolis,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.